Good morning, students. Are you ready to check in on those chicks and ducklings and turkeys? See how they're growing? Well, our Ameraucana chicks have moved out into the chicken pasture. And this is their new, bigger cage. And in this cage, they're going to have the chance to start to get to know all the adult chickens that are out in that pasture. They'll have a lot more space in here, and that box is in there in case they want to go inside and get a little warmer. Here's the adult chickens around the outside of their new cage. So they're all checking out those new chicks. They're looking in at the new chicks, and the new chicks are looking out at the older chickens. Now, those older chickens were hatched by previous kindergarten classrooms. There's some summer chickens that were hatched last year, and some silver penciled Wyandottes that were hatched the year before. Here's our Cornish cross chicks, and you can see that they have come out of their cage into the aviary. And you can see where the grass is all smashed down where they've been walking around. So they're starting to explore that bigger cage. Here, these chickens are like suntanning or something. They're just kind of laying down and relaxing. They've had their breakfast for the morning, and they're just digesting their food. They're checking things out. This is their new, bigger waterer. Cornish cross chicks drink a lot of water. They had a bigger water container in their cage. It held a whole gallon, but they would drink 1 gallon every day. Now, I'm taking this video from outside the duck aviary so that they don't get quite so nervous. But these are 3 adult chocolate brown runner ducks, and you can see inside the little cage there are ducklings, and they're looking out at the adult ducks, and the adult ducks are looking in at them, getting all used to each other. Here's our turkeys. They're also doing well. They're growing, and they're the only young birds that are still in their box. And they're just a little bit too young to move out to the pasture yet. All right, well, let's check in and see how much they grew in the last 2 days. They are all doing fine, and they're very healthy. The Ameraucanas grew from 218 to 233, and then from 233, they slowed down when I moved them out to the pasture. I guess it must make them a little nervous with those bigger chickens looking in. They grew to 240. The Cornish cross, meanwhile, are getting used to their new aviary. They grew from 614 to 639 and then 665 grams. So they're growing pretty fast again. Not quite as fast as they were before the move. We'll see if they speed up again. The ducks grew from 524 to 552, and then when the ducks were 22 days old, that's when I moved them to the pasture. And they are so nervous that they didn't eat very well that first day in their new cage. But they grew to 558. Our turkeys, meanwhile, are growing steadily. They grew from 210 to 222 and then 237 grams. Well, I'm going to be gone next week, so I won't be sending you any videos. Right now, this is what our chart looks like. So it'll be a week before I get to send you a new video. How much do you think those chicks and ducklings and turkey poults are going to grow in a whole week? We'll have to find out. I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.